We talked about how Duchess of Sussex, she was trying to hide something about the kids. For example, we spoke about the doctor, Melissa Drake, who was supposed to be at the hospital, but her husband said, well, she was not at the hospital on the day Lily was born. Where was she? Well, the clinic was closed. She was on a vacation for family reason. All of this PR, all of this media mouthpiece for Meghan working for her with all of these lies. Then we have Catherine, Princess of Wales, and also William not accepting any invitation from them to go and join Lily's birthday. If you remember, that happened during the Jubilee. Why they were not attending to this birthday party was because, of course, there is no Lily at all. But today I'll talk to you about something very, very serious. And when I say serious, I really mean it. This time, she herself, yes, the mother herself, proved that the baby Archie doesn't exist. The baby Lily doesn't exist. How that will happen? Let's take a look at this one first. But before I move on, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you are one of them, consider to subscribe and hit the bell. Meghan Markle breaks cover for first time since coronation snub, but Prince Harry absent despite rushing home. See the lame excuse Harry used to almost skip the coronation. Well, my son, I have to be there for his birthday, but we don't see him in any of the pictures. In fact, what we see is that Meghan taking pictures hiking without him. So why you use this lame excuse that Harry's departure from UK was because of his fake kid? I mean, obviously we all know now, and I personally believe Archie doesn't exist. But then why you use this kind of excuse? Totally nonsense. Here you have Meghan Markle posting pictures all the time. Meghan Markle has broken cover for the first time since King Charles's coronation. She was seen in public while on a hike with Pauls near her home in Montecito. Okay, hiking with your friend, not a big deal, but the day when it was supposed to be your son's birthday, I think it was on May 6th, the same day. Where is your son? Are you really not caring about your fake son, or does he even exist? That's the question we want to ask her. Hiking, not hiking, doesn't matter. You need to honor the day for which you stayed in Montecito. She was seen in public while on a hike. Let's read a little bit more. Prince Harry did not appear to be with his wife during her hike. Of course not, because they're divorced. Man, don't make this mistake. Don't be so naive. The Duke of Sussex rushed back from his father's coronation in order to celebrate Archie's 4th birthday with Meghan in the US. Here you have Harry rushing back home for really no reason. There is no son, there is no family. I mean, even the wife doesn't stay with him. He flew immediately back to the US following the historical ceremony. Harry spent a total of 28 hours 42 minutes in the United Kingdom during his very short trip to witness his father being crowned as king, according to the Daily Mail. Prince Harry left Westminster Abbey following the conclusion of the ceremony, while senior members of the royal family headed to Buckingham Palace to watch the fly-past. The Duke of Sussex darted to Heathrow Airport to catch his flight home. So basically he was saying, I have to go back because of my wife, because of my kid's birthday yesterday. And then he went there. Let's say we believe for a second, even though I don't, Archie does exist. But do you know what really happened? He was in UK for only how many hours? 28 hours 42 minutes, according to Daily Mail. If he did go back to his son's birthday, the fake son, let's for a second believe Archie does exist, then still he is rushing back home for really no reason, because he was in California 6:30 p.m. His plane touched down 6:30 p.m. And then by the time he will be getting home, which will be another 2 hours drive, because from the airport is about 2 hours drive from the airport to his palace mansion, Montecito. By the time he will go there, it will be too late for Archie to stay up. He was probably sleeping. In other words, what I'm trying to get you at is that he knew, even if he does go back to California to his son, again, let's say for a second we believe the son exists, he still knows he cannot see his son, he cannot celebrate his birthday because it is too late and he is going to bed by that time. Why he did this? Well, for the exact same reason as his wife. They wanted to use this birthday as an excuse, lame excuse, in order to almost ignore the coronation and to show the whole world that yes, yeah, we do relate with the monarchy, but at the same time we have our own life. We don't really care as much about the monarchy anymore. Our life is more important. Through this timeline, by looking at how he was rushing things, we know that they really did not care about the family. It was all about snubbing the coronation. It was not about family at all, because the family doesn't exist. As I have maintained, and I will say this over and over again, they are living under the same roof, talking about Meghan and Harry, but they are not sharing the same bed. While senior member royal family headed to Buckingham Palace to watch the fly past, obviously he left. The flight from Heathrow direct to Los Angeles landed just before 6:30 p.m. local time. However, Prince Harry may not have made it to his Montecito mansion before Prince Archie's bedtime. Okay, use the title Prince Archie, Prince, because it is so important. The only reason that getting all these deals, WME and all that, it is because of those titles. Montecito is almost 100 miles away from Los Angeles, a minimum 2-hour drive. The Duke of Sussex did not play any part in the coronation celebrations apart from his appearance at Westminster Abbey. And he did not play any part in his son's birthday, so-called birthday day, 6 May 6th. I mean, he lost it all. I do not know why he was doing this, but to me, I mean, it's just a waste of time and money for yourself if you think that way. I mean, you took a commercial flight going to UK, and then I believe he took a private jet coming back to US. Of course, we talk about the private jet issue all the time because he's an advocate for environmental protection, and then voila, you see him flying private jet all the time. There is one report that suggests that he used private jet. We will find out more about this, but we know his habit, his behavior. He's always doing things exactly opposite of what he said. And then you have more pictures on the article. Prince Harry kicked off Saturday by leaving Frogmore Cottage, almost certainly for the last time following King Charles's decision to evict the Sussexes from the property. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were given use of the 5-bedroom Frogmore Cottage by the Queen as a wedding present in 2018, but Meghan and Harry have barely lived in the royal residence over the last 3 years. Do you see what I see? I definitely see a loser who lost it all in UK. He was evicted, he was being kicked out by his brother, by his father, whichever way you look at it. And at the same time, he's going to be losing his property in Montecito. Yes, there is talk going on how he can sell that property because they are not interested, number one. And number two, this property is costing them a lot of money, $500,000 every year to pay for his mortgage and maintenance. Earlier this year, a spokesperson for the Sussex firm confirmed the couple had been asked to leave their UK base. They said, "We can confirm the Duke of Sussex have been requested to vacate their residence at Frogmore Cottage." So if they missed the coronation, especially for Meghan, the liar, and they did not have any baby to celebrate the birthday on May 6th, what was she doing? Well, let's take a look at this report.
The only ones that she managed to get herself were very low-key, all the while she was out in Canada. Magazines like that, where people barely knew who she was, even while filming in the beautiful country of Canada. So as you can see, Meghan is moving forward, and now apparently they want this brand name, global icon, to be used at every opportunity. So it can be the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, a global icon, and people start to repeat it. I'm telling you, so you know in the future. As I said, Meghan means business, and as we all know, in fact, what Prince Harry reiterated, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, even if it's for a short period. But all global icons come spinning to the ground, eventually Meghan.
What she was doing, there was no kid, nothing going on in her life. Well, she was promoting her brand, global icon, as Neil Sean reported. This is what she is obsessed with right now, how people will say my name. I mean, in the past, I have reported how she was obsessed with Duchess of Sausages to be used before her name. Every time anybody will address her or write a letter, or if she goes to a formal party, everybody there in that party should address her as Duchess of Sausages, Duchess of Sussex. That's what she called herself. Or a princess, if she could. She would love that name, that title for herself. But this is what she is doing, promoting herself, promoting her brand, and in the process, really exposing to all of us what is true. And that truth is that they are liars. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.